Prepping tape.
So I need 6 pieces altogether. This has to cover from beyond the wrist, between the fingers, and beyond the wrist there. So that's about the length I need. So like 3 of these, and then that gets split down the middle. So that's 2. Got that same length. Doesn't have to be perfect, but pretty on. 4. And 6. So 3 for each hand. Next is the knuckle pad. So let me get your fist. So that width. Bang, that width. We're gonna layer that up multiple times. Depending on the type of gauze, will vary the amount of layers that you use. But usually like a good like 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might want to go a little more than that. This stuff's kind of thin. 7, 8, 9, 10.
And Tiana, if you have any input about like what he's doing there compared to how somebody else has done it before or something, just make it known here. So.
Yeah. If you have
I think Gabe has wrapped me before.
Yeah.
Last time, Kaiser's dad.
Yeah.
Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrapped me in my last.
I think he wraps pretty well too.
I've never had somebody wrap and do a bad job. The only time that I said something was when I fought in the small.
So now I'll take another fresh one. All right, let me get one of your hands.
So you just have that chilling there, and like you go to the next step.
It's just standing by right now until we're ready for it. So now I'm starting on the wrist. And this is just getting around 2 times just to get that on. And now up to the hand. So open hand. Yep. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and build this up to get the bar underneath. Got like 6 or 7, and I can go back over the rest of the hand. So I used up that whole roll. Back to the wrist. Turn over. And I can just tuck the end somewhere. And now, get this all in one piece.
So what are you doing there? Just kind of rolling it?
Yep, just kind of rolling it together. So that's going to be taped together soon. Back over now. Now we take our knuckle pad. Double that up. The flat part out. Bam, yeah, holding that. We can take this. Wrap again. Bam. Are you fighting in small gloves or big gloves?
Big.
Big gloves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So in that case, you might want to use the whole gauze. Make one big pad and put that on top.
Okay.
But I'm thinking this should be good for you. So grabbing that secure. Now when I turn over, that's still going to be all bundled up there, right? I can go back around to the wrist and the rest of the hand. No wrist support there. Now it's important to, I'm getting all my gauze on, and then the tape goes last.
Okay.
And then the tape cannot cover the knuckles when we get to the taping. So you could put another roll of gauze on, but we don't have to go through every one of them. You could, if you want to, just add extra support, more bands around the whole hand, get across all the
wrist,
the metatarsals. Like here, we'll give an example.
Is that gonna be ample wrist support, or is the tape?
That's yeah. So the tape can, you tighten it with the tape. I'll show you how to tighten it.
Do you know what you prefer, Tiana?
As far as
Like wrist
Tight
support
wrists
right there?
or looser wrists.
I don't think I
You know,
need
punch
it.
heavy, you're gonna clinch more.
It depends on the opponent, but this
Yeah.
one Saturday, I want to say Samcor, and then
Samcor.
if she closes the distance, then I want to like elbow and like get into the clinch. But I don't want to start that before like the third
No.
round if I can avoid it.
Yeah.
It's just very very taxing to clinch starting from the first round.
Sure.
You know, like I'd rather like
No,
box.
absolutely.
I'd rather
Yeah,
kickbox.
yeah.
Like
No, yeah, I want to structure that
yeah,
more, but
I know
So-
me. I like my wrist support
yeah.
because
No, I get it.
I can
yeah.
fuck my
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
easy.
two just for you. I mean, you could cut the down.
That's exactly what I was looking at for
Yeah.
that one. Was cutting that in
You can
half.
cut that, or regular 2-inch ones work best. 2-inch ones are pretty universal. They work for every
Yeah.
hand size, you know. But we can get one more.
I mean, if you want wrist support, I mean, I think that would be good for that. Was using the wider one because you just kind of go over with the entire roll.
Yeah, but also I gotta lay it out over the whole hand because I don't want a big bulky wrist and then this hand. You know, I have this low spot here.
Okay.
I want to build that structure up more,
Okay. Good.
and we can at this point on this third roll because it's usually about like 3 rolls a hand, going over the thumb, back over the opposite direction now, wrapping this way,
Wrist and
fishing
then
out.
finger.
And here, if you turn over, we still have this open. Boom. Boom. Wrapping the thumb just to keep that secure and padded. Bam. And I want to make sure everything's flat too. Like I have this little spot here. The flatter the better, because it'll be more comfortable too when you make a fist. You're not going to feel a big bundle. Bam. Back over. More. And now this can get tucked anywhere because it's all going to get taped down. Here, lay it all the way flat. It actually reaches here. And that's going to start getting taped down now. So, all these actually back. We have this bar. Taking my pieces. Gotta go under. This part's kind of tricky.
So is it the adhesive side down?
Adhesive side down, yeah. So now it's gonna stick,
inside.
all stick to the gauze there.
Okay.
It all sticks to the gauze.
So you got like a little J hook right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it hooks onto itself. It
Tip
hooks
right
onto
there,
itself,
and
yeah.
then comes around.
And
here.
this is gonna get taped again as well, right? And from here,
Okay.
twist it up just to make like a little braid. And that'll.
Do you know about how many times you're doing that?
No, I'm just kind of
Just eyeball
averaging. Yeah, just eyeball it exactly, just so it's straight and not like a weird kind of flat tape against your finger. It's just more rounded, becomes a bit more comfortable. Tell her to make a fist. And now, see, I kind of size these for like my hands.
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh, you mean the tape strips?
Yeah. So this, yeah, as she's making a fist, tighten the fist up, right? Lay it down flat and tape side down here, and on the end is flat, and I'll tuck that down underneath. Hopefully not catching the skin and arm here. Bam. There. And so on and so forth with the rest of them. Let's go here. And I just push it down. Usually catches right.
I feel like if you're used to the cloth wraps, like you should have an idea of how to do the gauze.
You
know
kind
what
of
I mean?
The
understand
gauze
how
is
they
a little
work.
bit different.
It
But
is a little bit
with
different,
the taping, all
But
the
you
taping
have
methods.
the idea.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's
The
about
pattern of how
if
to
it looks
wrap.
wrong.
you need to know where the
like,
tension needs to be.
Right.
Basically, it's
Right
kind of
over,
that's the
yeah.
thing that doesn't change as much.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm just making sure it's tense here. It's, you know, you can ask them like, are you feeling that in the webbing of your fingers? Is that too tight or is it too loose? What do you feel? It's good.
Yeah.
All right.
So
You want to make sure it's not fucking tight.
So now she
because my first few fights with Skylar, like he would just wrap my hands, and sometimes like it would be a little too tight or something, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd have to tell him like he would tell me like, don't, you know, speak up, let me know like, is it comfortable? Are you cutting? Am I cutting off circulation? And
Yeah.
you know, quickly make a little adjustment. Like if something's like too tight over here or something, what I would do, like if you're losing circulation in your pinky, I would start to cut start to cut this.
Okay.
Start to cut that open, and that'll
So
release
just
the
like
pinky,
just like a little
yep,
small
just a
little
little
nip right
snip, just halfway through, and that'll give some more blood flow and stuff. Little stuff like that.
there. Okay. Just release a little bit of tension.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that
that
kind of
so now
releases.
we're talking about that. Like, what is it about tape and gauze that makes it more advantageous over like your training wraps?
The layers of tape hardens it more. I think
Okay.
it creates like a cast a bit more.
So from the way I'm looking at it, so what you want to do is you're going to pull tension so it's right there. It's pulling that up towards the fingertips.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. As I'm wrapping around, I'm
This
I'm
going up
pulling it
towards
upward,
fingertips.
so it's kind of tense.
Okay.
And that, if you do it right with the bar and everything, it'll actually help you curl a better fist too, because you're curling around the pad in there a little bit. Bam, turn. Fist. So I'm giving a little bit of tension there. Feels good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All the way down. So we have our 3, and then we're going to tape this all down.
Now just kind of go lateral, like perpendicular to this.
So yep, and the way you want to do it, you don't just wrap it. You take strips. So open your hand now. Go in here. Make a fist. Just see where it lies. Yeah, I should have had this tighter. That should be tighter, right? I kind of messed that up.
Well, what part exactly?
This.
The middle
Yeah,
one. Okay.
yeah.
Shouldn't be like.
Yeah.
Just like tied up against the gauze, like.
A little, yeah. But again, it's as long as you're taping with the pressure down, it's going to keep the tension. I'm doing strips like this rather than just wrapping it because that'll really cut the circulation off. Just turn over here.
No, what really cut my circulation off was the ref taping my elbow pads my last fight.
Oh my, yeah.
Do you remember that? Were you there?
No.
Oh my god. So like they didn't really tape it that much like before the fight, but like the third time he tried to tape it during the fight, like I could barely jab. Like I could not.
Oh my god.
It was
Oh,
crazy.
yikes.
But I didn't care. I was just like, whatever, dude. The fight's about to be over. I'm not gonna fucking.
So you're layering the tape now in half the circumference, each time. Just go around the hand half the time, half around. That way you're not squeezing the hand down, you're just
Okay.
kind of building up some support. Again, this gotta be keeping this all laying flat. And so make a fist. I messed up a little bit. I got the tape a little bit too far over. That tape has to be further back.
Oh, which one?
This one here.
This one? Okay.
So the knuckles have to be just gauze.
Ah, okay.
So I heard that one. That's all you really got to do. Just pull it over, and if you have
Kind of fold it under itself.
cut like a little corner, and then just
Okay.
open that up.
Well, this is making for a really good video, though. That you
Yeah.
kind of correcting things there.
Yes. Now when she makes a fist, her knuckles are just tape, and I can even tape over that and make it a little neater. Go all the way up to the wrist. Turn. I'm just doing it piece by piece, and I'm kind of stacking the tape,
So it's on top of each other.
Yeah.
And so, what are your like lateral boundaries for where? So obviously, you got the knuckles here.
Yeah. Leave the
Then you're
knuckles
going
open,
down
you can
to
go- yeah, we're
all the
gonna
way
go
all the way down to the
over.
edge.
We'll tape up to here.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn over. How's the thumb there? It's all right?
Yeah, I have
Yep.
plenty of room.
Yep, good. Now the wrist. I'm going to hold on this side, and now I'm going to tighten it down a little bit. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So the wrist you go a little bit tighter than the rest of the hand?
Yep.
Okay, makes sense. And you're still only going like halfway around, right?
Yeah, halfway around and turn here and another
Other half.
It's just a way to kind of mitigate, over
Overtension.
Yeah, overtension, yeah. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Over. Good?
Yeah.
Over. Good?
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to do like a little check, maybe add a little here and there over the top of the hand.
So those are just kind of like for extra measure.
Yeah.
Good measure. Okay.
So that's pretty much how it's done. That's my style anyways.
I feel like an old lady with this tape on because it looks like a glove. You know what I mean? It looks like the old school glove material.
That's funny.
But yeah.
Pretty much how it is, Not my best one, but not my worst one.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how I do.
Okay.